Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of November. These are the charts of the day. The market did try to bounce back a little bit today, but basically just held its own with the INDX up and all the other indices basically down. Apple did, and some of the market NASDAQ leaders look like they may have turned or firmed here. That could lead the market higher over the next couple of days. We'll see what happens. Some of the stocks that stood out for me today, AKRX, and by the way, most of them biotechs. AKRX, you can see the current pattern here, which had shown a move up to from 7 to 10.5, pulled back down and consolidated, and tested a couple of times the 8080 level and held. Today it popped 66 cents or 7.36%. Volume increased to the best in a couple of weeks to 1.4 million. It sure looks like this stock is headed for 11, 11.25 short term. PCYC, another junior biotech, stepping back, looking at the overall pattern, had a big run up from March through August, and it went from about 4 and change up to 13 and change. Pulled back sharply in August, like many stocks did. Rallied back and then retested here beginning of this month and has snapped back. Now today up 63 cents or 5%. It's up 576,000 shares. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a fairly thin stock, and that was pretty decent volume. It looks like it's going to retest the 13.5 three-quarter range, and if it should punch through that, we can see a quick run up towards 16.5 short-term target. MGAM, Multimedia Games, not a biotech, but certainly a stock that's been acting great lately. If you take a look at the 2-day chart, you'll see the very long, here's a 3-day chart, long basing type pattern over the last 3-4 years that has a very important resistance line just taken out recently here. Secondary resistance just above, but my target on this one is going to be, on the 1-day chart, you'll see it around 8 short term, and above that, I'm looking for the stock to make it up towards about 10. That's my trading target, 9.75, 10. HITK, another pharmaceutical firm. You can see this trend has been fantastic from 3 to 39 in the last couple of years, but more importantly, this current rising channel is breaking away to new all-time highs, up another $1.51 or 4% today. I think we can get it up towards about 44, 45 short term. Take a look at that one for a possible swing trade. BMRN, also another biotech, popped out of falling wedge today and jumped $1.23 or 4%. 1.3 million traded. It looks like if we can get a follow through, we could test these 35.5 area, but my trading target is up around 37.8. EBIX, software stock with a nice little bottoming pattern, broke the declining top line, both lateral price support, took out the neckline of a potential head and shoulders, and looks like it's headed towards 21 here short term. Beyond that, we could see it up towards 23. Another biotech, SPPI, Spectrum, multi-year, 9-year highs. Let's go back and show the long-term chart. This line was taken out recently. There is some resistance up around 21. But that's a long way from here on the monthly chart. Let's look at the daily. Headed up towards maybe 15.5, 3/4. That's my short-term target. ONTY, another junior biotech. I'm pointing this out because I love this pattern. After a monster move over the last, say, year, less than a year, 9 months, stock had run up from February through August, going from under 3 to nearly 12. Pulled back sharply, bounced, and pulled back and retested 3 times the 580 area. Now, in recent days, the stock popped back up to resistance and backed off. Today, snapped back 20 cents. But I want you guys to keep your eyes on 7.75 and move through that level. Could spike this up into the 9.5, 3/4 zone, maybe as high as 10.5, 11. Another junior biotech, more of an intermediate biotech, ONXX Pharmaceuticals, with the big run up in a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Much bigger pullback, 50% retracement. Basing period, another breakout here, and a pullback flag type pattern or consolidation. Volume is low, technicals look good. I expect this to snap back, test 43.5 or so, and then 45.5, 46. Sneaky but steady is TASR. After this base over the last couple of years, we finally broke out on TASR through there and then there, and it continues to move higher, reaching over 6 today, closing at 597. This is a stock that has long-term implications in the with a declining top line coming in off these highs. Let's just say that the long-term target could be in the high 20s if it ever really got going. But for now, let's worry about getting through the 7.5 range, my short-term target, which is the declining top line and lateral price resistance. We're scrolling on it right there. 7.75, 8.25 range. Junior Biotech Inhibitex with a big pop here and a flag there, popped yesterday. Today, a very narrow, tight inside day. I want you to notice this. Very narrow range, very unusual for stock to be as active as it was and then pull back into a very narrow day. You can very easily explode on this again, right to 13 short term. Another biotech motivation with a big pop here, and then a couple of days of follow through before it went into a 2.5 week coil. I expect the coil will be broken and a move up towards 50.52 could take place. And last is SUSR, SUSS, continuing on my top 25 list. Broke out here, pulled back, broke out here, and pulled back. So far it's stair-stepping up very nicely. It's had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move, but I think the fifth wave has more to go, and we could see it at 28 before it's over. And that's it for tonight. There will be no charts of the week, charts of the day, I should say, tomorrow, as we're heading into the Thanksgiving holiday. And HB will be off the desk on Friday, but we'll be around pre-market to give you some information on that day. Have a good evening.